Hey guys, Kiel here and you're watching Gamer. Welcome back. Now, I'm gonna discuss a big rumor that's going on, like for investors and the stock market. So I'm not gonna say it's gonna happen or it's just still now a rumor. Now, as we all know, in this generation of consoles, like the CPU, GPUs, chipsets, are all coming from AMD, who makes, of course, chipsets for consoles. Like Microsoft and Sony have to buy those chipsets for their consoles, and like something I found out on the internet is that like Microsoft and Sony both have to like pay $100 for the chipsets for their like PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Now, the big rumor is that Microsoft wants to acquire AMD for $2 billion. Now, what does that mean? Well, Sony is winning the console race of this generation. If Sony has to pay $100 on chipsets to AMD and Microsoft owns AMD, then the success of Sony will also be a financial success for Microsoft. Not only that, it would also be like a jab from Microsoft back to Sony. I don't want to even call it that, like they're competitors. But like Sony owns and developed Blu-ray. Because Xbox One has a Blu-ray drive and the games are on Blu-rays, Microsoft has to pay some sort of fee to use the Blu-rays and the Blu-ray drive in their console. What would that mean if Microsoft acquired AMD? Then of course Sony has to buy their chipset from AMD, and therefore, it would be the same thing, like, you have to buy something from Microsoft and Microsoft has to buy something from Sony for both their consoles to work. Not only that, for like in the future protective, like, future vision, like for the next generation of consoles, if they will have like, the Xbox 2, because this was called the Xbox One, will of course then have a completely dedicated chipset of AMD and maybe even the most powerful and special processor AMD will develop as specific for the next Xbox that like Sony cannot have, or Nintendo. This is all speculation, but if you think about it, if they acquire AMD, what will that mean for the future? Yeah, I know. And you're like thinking, $2 billion is a lot of money. But like Microsoft, according to like sources on the internet, has approximately $95 billion of cash just laying around somewhere to play with. So $2 billion, who cares? They acquired Mojang with Minecraft for a couple of billion. Who cares? They were just like, here it is. We own you now. So maybe AMD would go the same route. Anyway, pure speculation. But it will be interesting to see how that plays out. That's that for this big rumor of the chip acquirement. Another cool thing that has been just announced is that the game Shovel Knight, which was a digital only game, will get a physical retail release. Yes! And even a release date. Let's cheat. Oh yeah. The 16th of October of this year, Shovel Knight will come to PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Wii U, 3DS. Now I'm not sure about Vita, but probably there as well. In retail version, physical retail version. So on a disc. Cool, right? If you're a collector, I think it's cool. Yeah, and that was it about the Shovel Knight story and of course the AMD Microsoft rumor. What do you think will happen when they like get acquired by Microsoft? What will that mean for the future? Think about it. Tell me in the comments below. Anyway, that was it. I'm Kiel from Gamer. All I can say now is enjoy and keep playing.